Hi guys and girls, I'm Niels Berglund. I'm software architect at Derivco. I'm software architect team lead actually. I am also a Microsoft data platform most valuable professional MVP, which I've been for the last 5 years. My specialty is SQL Server and big data. I'm extremely pleased and glad to say that I am presenting a training class at the Data Platform Summit 2021. The Data Platform Summit is the leading conference with having to do everything about data. The class I'm presenting is Big Data Analytics with SQL Server 2019 Big Data. So why am I doing this? Why am I presenting this class? Well, I'm doing it because data is important and we are getting more and more data as time goes along. And the important bit here is that we have to be able to handle that data. We have to be able to analyze that data, getting insight into that data. Because if we don't do that, right, then our competitors will, and they will eat our lunch. It is as simple as that. And from an Microsoft perspective, Microsoft sees SQL Server as a suitable candidate to be the hub in this big data landscape. So, so that's why I'm teaching this class, right? So we'll start this class with an overview of SQL Server 2019 Big Data Cluster, what it is, where it runs, etc. And you may think that you know SQL Server. Well, a BDC is a completely different beast than your father's SQL Server. So yeah, it's interesting having gotten a knowledge about what the BDC is, we are looking at data, we will continue looking at data virtualization. And data virtualization is important because if we now have terabytes, petabytes worth of data, we may not necessarily want to move that data from where it is, for example, in a data lake, into SQL Server or whatever system, right? So it's better if we can virtualize the data and handle the data where it sits. From there on, we'll look at what we of the pools, the data pools, the storage pools and the data pools in the BDC. And those are areas where we are storing data. And we look at what they are used for, how we can use them, etc., etc. Then in big data today, the de facto framework, the de facto tool set to handle big data is Apache Spark. And we will do a drill down into Apache Spark, see what it is and what we can do with it. From there on, we'll look at how do we ingest data into the BDC? So it's good enough that we have now a BDC, but how do I get data into the BDC? Because that's what we want to do, right? And we can do it either with data virtualization, as we spoke about before, or we can ingest it into storage pools and data pools. And things we will look at is how do I get data from Azure Data Lake storage into the BDC, and how do I get streaming data? How do I get event data into the BDC? Finally, we'll look at how now I have all this data. I have some data sitting in SQL Server, I have some data sitting in some other relational databases, and I have a ton of data sitting in data lakes, maybe in the BDC. How do I now do analysis against that? And previously I said that Apache Spark is the toolset for this. So in this module, we will now look at how do I use Apache Spark to analyze that data. Cool. So now then, where do I sign up? Where do I sign up for this class? Remember, this is an 8-hour class split into 2 days, so approximately 4 days each, 4 hours each day. And where you sign up for this is here. Data Platform Geeks, yada, 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 Big Data Analytics with SQL Server 2019. So just browse to the Data Platform Geeks.com and search for it and you will see it. Cool. So what else do you get apart from taking part in this class? Well, so it may be, since this is a 24-hour conference, around the clock conference, it may be that when I'm doing the class, that may be, well, late night your time, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning your time. And as awesome I am, maybe you do not want to be up at that time, but if you're registering, signing up, you will get access to recording of the class, so you can watch it at the time zone that suits you. And in addition to get recording of this class, you're also getting a free access to the actual summit, where you will be able to take part of presentations from the leading guys in the data industry today. So I urge you, please sign up, and I'll see you at the class. Cheers now.